I stood in the shadow of the ancient library, the musty scent of old books filling the air. My heart raced as I watched you, your delicate fingers trailing over the spines of the dusty tomes. You were looking for something, but what? Your determined gaze intrigued me, drawing me closer. Suddenly, you pulled a book from the shelf, its cover embossed with strange symbols. Our eyes met for the first time, and an unspoken understanding passed between us. As you opened the book, a chill ran down my spine. The first of many mysteries began to unfold. The book's pages were filled with cryptic riddles and illustrations of bizarre creatures. We exchanged curious glances as we deciphered the first riddle. The room trembled. The riddle read, "In darkness deep, a light will show. Seek the place where shadows go. A book will guide, its cover old. Find the truth, let it unfold." You furrowed your brow, tracing the symbols. "The book itself is the key," you whispered. I nodded, realizing the significance. As we held the book up to the light, the room trembled, revealing a hidden passage behind the bookshelf. You hesitated, glancing at me for reassurance. I offered you my hand, and we stepped into the unknown. The passage led to an underground chamber, the walls lined with ancient artifacts and more mysterious symbols. Suddenly, a soft growl echoed through the chamber, and a small, furry creature emerged from the shadows. It seemed frightened, but not hostile. As we approached it, a sense of foreboding washed over us. The creature, a fox with strikingly intelligent eyes, guided us deeper into the chamber. It seemed to understand our quest, leading us to a pedestal with a golden key. The key was inscribed with more cryptic symbols, and as you traced them with your fingers, you shivered. We were on the brink of something monumental. We cautiously followed the fox's path, our footsteps echoing in the eerie silence. The key clutched tightly in your hand felt like a lifeline. Suddenly, a shadowy figure appeared at the end of the corridor, presence soothing and sinister, offering to help us if we could solve another riddle. The riddle was complex, but together we unraveled it, revealing a hidden door. The figure vanished, leaving us more questions than answers. As we stepped through the door, the walls closed in, trapping us in a room filled with strange, glowing runes. What had we gotten ourselves into? The room pulsed with an eerie light, the runes casting strange shadows on the walls. You examined the runes, your eyes narrowing in concentration. I admired your intelligence and determination, feeling a growing connection between us. As you deciphered the symbols, we realized they formed a map. But to where? Before we could ponder further, the room began to shake, and the runes glowed brighter. We had triggered something. The room was coming alive. As the walls shifted, revealing another hidden passage, we knew we had to act fast. What awaited us on the other side? The mysteries deepened and our bond grew stronger with each passing moment. We found ourselves in another dimly lit room, walls adorned with ancient paintings and more cryptic symbols. In the center, a pedestal held a scroll, and as you unrolled it, we read the riddle aloud. "To find the path, seek the beast that thrives in fire. Its gaze will lead where none conspire. The moon's soft glow is shadow cast. Unlock the door, the first, the last." I furrowed my brow, thinking aloud. A beast that thrives in fire. A dragon, perhaps. You bit your lip, contemplating. A phoenix reborn from the ashes? Nodding, I agreed. We need to find a phoenix in the paintings or artifacts. We examined the paintings carefully, finding a phoenix, positioned a lantern that cast light on it, and its shadow fell on a specific spot on the wall. You pressed the wall where the shadow landed, and a hidden compartment opened, revealing another key. The key glinted in the dim light as you turned it over in your hand. We exchanged a glance, knowing it was time to move forward. We retraced our steps, looking for a door or a lock the key might fit. As we neared the far end of the room, we noticed an ornate door partially hidden behind a tapestry. The key fitted perfectly. The door creaked open, revealing a staircase spiraling down into darkness. With the fox at our heels, We descended curiously. Each step echoed ominously. At the bottom, we found ourselves in a vast cavern lit by an eerie, phosphorescent glow. The strange, ethereal music filled the air. Our adventure was becoming more surreal, and our growing connection was the only thing that grounded us. The cavern was like another world. Bioluminescent plants cast an otherworldly light, illuminating paths that twisted and turned. The fox darted ahead, pausing to ensure we followed. The music grew louder, more hypnotic. We soon reached a clearing with a pool of crystal clear water. Floating above it was a delicate, glowing orb. Mesmerized, you reached out, and the orb pulsed with warmth. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the shadows, their eyes glowing like the orb. They spoke in riddles, hinting that the orb was the key to unlocking deeper secrets. We needed to solve another riddle to claim it. The figure's presence was both unsettling and compelling, making our task even more daunting. The figure's riddle was cryptic. Reflected in water, seen in the sky, capture the moment, let time pass by. A circle unbroken, a path never clear, seek what is hidden and bring it near. We pondered it, your brow furrowed in concentration. Reflected in water and seen in the sky. The moon? I suggested. You nodded, adding, a circle unbroken could be a full moon, a cycle of time. We realized we needed to capture the reflection of the full moon in the pool. But how? We waited until the moon rose high, its reflection perfect in the water. You gently placed the orb into the pool, and it glowed brighter, revealing a hidden inscription. The figure nodded approvingly. The orb floated back into your hands. Now a key to the next mystery. The orb's inscription guided us to a hidden alcove at the edge of the cavern. There we discovered an ancient stone tablet inscribed with more symbols and a detailed map of the underground labyrinth. The tablet spoke of a powerful artifact capable of granting immense knowledge. Hidden deep within the labyrinth, our path was clear, but perilous. The figure, now revealed as a guardian of the orb, warned us of the challenges ahead. Only those with true courage and wisdom can proceed. Our journey had only just begun, and with each step our bond grew stronger, fueled by the mysteries and the unseen dangers that awaited us. With the orb illuminating our path, we followed the map's directions to the entrance of the labyrinth. The Guardian's words echoed in my mind, a constant reminder of the trials ahead. The entrance was a towering archway, covered in ivy and ancient runes. As we stepped inside, the air grew cooler, and the walls seemed to pulse with a life of their own. The labyrinth was a maze of twisting corridors and dead ends. Each turn felt like a test of our resolve. The fox stayed close, with his presence a comforting guide. As the path narrowed, we found ourselves at a fork, with two distinct paths leading in opposite directions. We had to choose wisely, knowing one wrong turn could lead us deeper into danger. We chose the left path, our steps cautious and deliberate. The corridor opened into a vast chamber, its walls aligned with mirrors. An inscription above the entrance read, "Truth lies within the reflection of the soul." We quickly realized this was our first trial. Each mirror reflected not only our images, but the scenes from our past, our fears, and our dreams. You approached one mirror, touching its surface. It rippled like water, revealing a hidden door. The door required a combination, a sequence that only the mirrors could reveal. We pieced together the clues from each reflection, a puzzle of our own lives. With a deep breath, I entered the combination. The door creaked open, leading us further into the labyrinth. The next corridor was darker, filled with eerie whispers that seemed to come from the walls themselves. The shadows danced and twisted, forming shapes that teased the edges of our vision. The fox growled, sensing a malevolence around us. We pressed on, guided by the orb's light. The whispers grew louder, forming words that tried to distract and confuse us. "Turn back or you will fall. This is not your path. We held hands, drawing strength from each other. At the end of the corridor, a figure emerged from the darkness, a doppelganger of me, but with eyes filled with malice. Prove your worth, it hissed, challenging us to confront our fears and doubts. The doppelganger was a manifestation of my insecurities and fears. It mirrored my every move, blocking our path. You stepped forward, your voice steady and strong. This is just another trial. We have to face it together. The doppelganger laughed, its form shifting and twisting. We realized the only way to defeat it was to accept our fears rather than fight them. I closed my eyes, acknowledging my insecurities and the doubts that plagued me. When I opened them, the doppelganger had vanished, leaving behind a small, ornate box. Inside was a fragment of a larger key, etched with symbols. The labyrinth was testing not only our intellect, but our emotional strength as well. Beyond the shadowy corridor, we entered a serene garden bathed in moonlight. The air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers and the soft hum of nocturnal creatures. It was a stark contrast to the darkness we had just faced. In the center of the garden was a fountain, its water sparkling under the moonlight. The fox had led us to a bench beside the fountain, where we found another riddle carved into the stone. Life's essence flows, its secrets deep. Listen to the whispers in its silence keep. Reveal the truth from nature's heart. Find the wisdom, play your part. We sat in silence, listening to the sounds around us. The answer lay in the rhythm of the garden, the way the water flowed and the leaves rustled. Together we deciphered the riddle, revealing another passage beneath the fountain. The passage led us to a chamber filled with ancient scrolls and artifacts. At its center stood an elderly woman, her eyes wise and knowing. "I am the keeper of secrets," she said, her voice echoing through the chamber. "You have done well to come this far." She handed us a scroll, its parchment old and delicate. "This contains the final piece of the map, but it comes with a warning. The path ahead is fraught with greater challenges, and only those with pure hearts and an unbreakable bond can succeed." As she spoke, the chamber began to glow, the scroll illuminating the final route we needed to take. Our journey was nearing its climax, and our connection was now unbreakable. With the scroll's guidance, we navigated the labyrinth's final twists and turns. Our journey led us to an imposing gate, guarded by 2 stone statues. The statues came to life as we approached, their eyes glowing with an ancient power. They spoke in unison, their voices deep and reticent. "To pass this gate, prove your love and loyalty. Show us that your bond is unbreakable and eternal unity." We looked at each other, the weight of our journey and the trials we had overcome filling the air between us. Holding hands, we stepped forward, reciting the promises and truths we had discovered about each other. The statues nodded and slowly parted, revealing a dazzling light that beckoned us forward. We entered a vast, radiant chamber filled with crystalline structures that fractured light into a spectrum of colors. At the center stood a pedestal with an ancient tomb, a final piece of the key. The Keeper of Secrets appeared once more, her presence calming and reassuring. "You have shown great courage and love. The final test lies within this tomb. Solve its mystery and the ultimate secret shall be yours." As we opened the book, it presented a complex puzzle that required not only just intellect, but a deep understanding of our journey together. We worked side by side, our minds and hearts in perfect harmony, solving the puzzle and revealing the final key. With the complete key in hand, we approached a door at the far end of the chamber. The key fit perfectly, and the door swung open to reveal a room filled with ancient artifacts and knowledge. In the center of the room was a crystal, pulsing with an ethereal light. The keeper explained, This crystal holds the wisdom of ages, a source of immense power and knowledge. It is yours to protect and use wisely. As we touched the crystal, visions of the past, present, and future flooded our minds, revealing the interconnectedness of all things. The mysteries we had solved were but small pieces of a much larger tapestry. Our journey through the labyrinth had just come to an end, but a new adventure awaited us. The bond we had forged was stronger than ever, filled with love, trust, and shared knowledge. As we exited the labyrinth, the Keeper's word lingered in our minds. Use what you have learned to guide and protect others. The fox trotted beside us, a loyal companion on our continued journey. Together, we faced the world anew, ready to uncover more mysteries and deepen our connection. The ultimate secret was not just the knowledge we had gained, but the profound love and partnership we had discovered within each other. Hey guys, that's the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed it. These are actually my first stories I'm narrating, so I will get better as a narrator, and the stories will get better as well. So if you enjoyed, like and subscribe. We've got better things to come, and if you're in a position where you'd like to support me, I also have a link in the description. Thank you.